for Colorado State, we have student athletes Daniel Bejarano, Wes Eichmeyer, Coach Larry Eustace. Coach, if we could start with you, just some general remarks on today's game.
Well, I made it clear time and time again when Rodney, he's a great coach, and we knew, our team knew we were going to play today, and that was going to be very difficult. What I like about our team is I told them, when I first came here, that the catalyst to the team is Dorian, and I challenged him and said, maybe they're right. And particularly, Daniel was terrific, the whole team was terrific, but particularly Wes. I thought Wes really, really responded to that remark, and was just took the team and didn't let his shooting affect him. And I just liked the way the team responded at half and into the second half, a little shorthanded. And obviously there's 46 fouls in the game. Everybody had foul trouble.
Thank you, Coach. Now I'll open up for questions for the student athletes.
Wes, both you personally and the team kind of started out sluggishly offensively. How much of that do you think is due to Dorian Green being out, and how much do you think is just you guys coming out and not being focused right away?
Maybe a little bit not having Dorian, but I think the thing that switched around for us was our defense. That really fuels our offense, and it has all year long. Just playing hard and contesting shots at the other end really gets us going on offense a little better. So once we started doing that, we got to a flow a little bit.
Let's go here first.
Wes, what happened at halftime? You have 2 points in the first half, 16 in the second. Was there something said? Was it something that happened in the locker room to where things really switched around there in that second half?
Yeah, Coach said it. He challenged all of us to, play harder, play more physical, and prove that this whole team is something special. And that first half didn't really show what we were capable of. So I think the second half our team really responded and played really well.
Okay. Let's go here first, Kelly. Go ahead.
Wes, just how valuable was it to have guys like Gerson, Santa? You've got a lot of guys that haven't played a lot this year that really kind of had to come up big for you guys with Dorian. What do you think of the contributions of those guys, especially given that a lot of them haven't really played a lot of minutes in pressure games?
Yeah, I said it earlier, right before we hit the locker room, that they're the reason we won the game. Our team's been known all year for our experience and our seniors, but we'd be going home if it wasn't for our younger guys too. Like I said, this is a team together. We're all one unit, and when we're all clicking, it's something good. So those younger guys, particularly Daniel and Jerson, really stepped up.
Let's go back here first and come back to you.
You answered a little bit of that, but I'd like to get a comment from each Daniel and Wes about Jerson, what he brought since Cole was having foul trouble.
Jerson brings a lot. You just have him rebounding. You have him playing defense, taking charge. He's a big key to us winning today, and for us to go down the stretch and do what we want to do.
Yeah, I told Coach walking down we didn't lose a whole lot when Colton stepped off the floor, which is a mighty comment for Jerson. But really, he played great, and he was grabbing loose balls, taking charges. Daniel said it, he did what it took to win, and we give him just as much credit as anybody on the team for winning today.
Daniel, talk a little bit about your mindset coming in. Did you know you were going to have to have a much bigger game, knowing how much the bench had to play?
Yeah, coming in, I knew I had to have a big game. I wasn't ready to play once I came in. Coach took me out. He challenged me by putting me back in. And not just that, but just at halftime. And I just try to do what I do best.
And Wes, you talked about his back-to-back three-pointers and how big that was.
Yeah, huge. Gave him momentum, and he, like you said, he rose to the challenge and made some big plays. And Daniel's been giving us a spark all year. Obviously, he got the $6 million award or whatever this year, so huge play.
Wes and Daniel, can you guys both talk a little bit now about the challenge of facing UNLV here on their home floor in this tournament?
Yeah, you know, last time we took them all the way down to the wire after that last shot, and unfortunately lost that game. But you know, these are the kind of things that we look forward to, and you know, another opportunity to win on someone else's floor, which is usually done by the end of the season. But we get another opportunity here, and we know Coach loves winning on those situations. So. You know, we're going to bring it, and it's, you know, you're going to see a similar game to what it was today. It's going to be a bloodbath, 12 rounds all the way down to the end again. So we'll be ready.
Daniel, do you relish that opportunity to get another shot at the Rebs?
Oh, big time. You know, after we won, that's what I want. You know, I want big games. We're not going to back down. We can take on any challenge. We have a great team. Anyone can step up at any given time. So we're ready to take on any challenge.
Any other questions for our student athletes? Okay, we'll dismiss them at this time. Thank you, man. And I'll take questions from the coach over here.
Coach, can you give us an update on the status of Green, and will he be available Friday?
You know, if I had to guess, I don't think he will. It's a little more than we thought. And, you know, this tournament is extremely important, but obviously the NC2A tournament is what we've worked for all year. So if there's any doubt at all, he won't play. Again, it's something that we thought he'd bounce right back from, and it's a little more serious than we thought.
Can you take us to the game Friday? Tell us a bit about the matchup, and do you have a concern about UNLV being at home?
Yeah, obviously. You know, we tried it here once and couldn't do it. We'll be without Dorian, and we're going to practice and prepare as if we don't have him, which I think is pretty 99.9% chance that he won't. So that makes it even more difficult. You know, David's done a great job with this team. I love the fact that the tournament's here. I know there's other coaches that would like it somewhere else, but it's all about, you know, money, and obviously this generates the most. But the pressure is on Coach Rice. I mean, it's not a fun situation to be in as a coach. I've been there before, and I'm not sure if you really asked him if he would prefer having it somewhere else, because it just puts the pressure on the home team. So, you know, it's really on them, but we're looking forward to whatever team we can put out there and see what happens.
Let's go back here.
Larry, Coach Terry gave you guys a great compliment there at the end of his press conference. He said he told you he could see this team being a Sweet 16 team. What did you think when he told you that?
You know, I think we're going to have to be at full strength, and things are going to have to fall exactly right. Have some luck, which is about, you know, when you look at some of these national championship teams, you know, they had a little luck in the first round or they wouldn't have even advanced. So I think this team's capable of beating a lot of people. You know, it's just a matter of, I don't have a Ouija board or a crystal ball, and I can't tell you, you know, how we're going to be, what type of health we'll be in. But when we're right and we're playing right, you know, we're a top 25 team, so we have a chance.
Coach, did you learn any more just about the grit of your team being able to fight this one out with so many bench players getting in there, Santo playing 10 points and everything?
Well, you know, there's 46 fouls in this game, and you know, I'm not, make no mistake about it, I'm not critical of the officiating. I'm just saying that, you know, it's too bad that guys can be eliminated from an event that everybody pays good money to come see, and I've said that forever, Matt. You've heard me say that. So under the circumstances, you know, everybody had their foul issues, both teams and all the individuals. I think it became frustrating. But obviously we overcame. But I've known these young guys are that good. I've been saying that. I told you, you know, how you guys going to be next year. I think we're going to be good. I mean, if you think about Jerson, is he better off at a lower level program at being a 35-minute starter, or is he better playing against Colton Iverson every day? And I think the answer is simple. And he's playing against an NBA player every day. So we knew he could do that. He's just stuck behind a guy that's going to play in the NBA until he physically can't do it anymore. So we got some depth with some young guys. So under the circumstances, it was terrific. You know, great, like Wes touched on, great team effort, which is what we're all about.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Coach.